What a lineup we have for you tonight. The one and only Hugh Grant and the Big Bang Theory Simon Helberg are in the house. The stars of Captain America Civil War will be making a flying visit to the Chatty Man sofa.
Who doesn't love anything better than stripping on television?
Piers Morgan and Susanna Reid will be taking the ultimate test of their presenting powers. But before all that, oh my God, what a week it's been. The court's granted another injunction. This time to protect the identity of a married football manager who's been sexting another woman. I was worried when I first heard about a football manager cheating on his wife that it might be me dad. Seriously. But then I remembered how much an injunction costs, and my dad won't buy Tropicana because he thinks it's too expensive. How do you have sexy texts with a football manager? Please. What are you wearing? Don't tell me, a giant Umbro jacket. It's true, isn't it? The list of the 1,000th wealthiest people in Britain was published. Anyone on it here? No. I love flicking through those rich lists, I do. But that's more to do with my evening job as a cat burglar. Top shop boss Philip Green's wealth dropped after having to sell BHS for just £1. Incredible, you could own every BHS store in the land for just £1 and still not have anything you'd want to wear. The bloke who makes those posh Dyson's cleaners is worth over £5 billion. He's squeezing out the other vacuums. He is! Poor Henry the Hoover, I saw him outside Tesco with a sign saying he'd suck for food. I did. The stars from the new Captain America film will be here in just a bit. But first, it's the sitcom star that delivers a lot of Big Bang Theory for your buck, and the brilliant Brit that always gives you a lot of gosh for your dosh. It's Hugh Grant and Simon Helberg. Last time you were on, you had a Malibu and pineapple and you bloody loved it, didn't you?
Yeah. That is my tipple.
Yeah, do you want one?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
See, what do you like? Do you like Malibu and pineapple?
Let's do it, yeah.
Yeah,
right?
why not, love?
What could go wrong?
We've never really got drunk together.
No, we never did get drunk.
Let's get
That's
drunk
a lot
now.
of Malibu.
Yeah.
Is that real Malibu?
Oh, I treat mine good. When they come on, they don't get short measures for me, love. Yeah. Then we start taking off our clothes in part two.
Okay.
I can't have alcohol because I've got IBS.
Go on, have a bit, because I want to see you have an
No,
IBS.
no, I can't. That's IBSist. Now, Simon, people over here will know you best from the sitcom The Big Bang Theory. Do you have any idea how big it is over here?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. There was a lot of screaming when we came out, but I think that was for Hugh, so
Yeah, it was for me.
Yeah.
Because it is on Channel 4's other channel, E4, all the time.
Okay, I know. I'm sorry for that. That's like, you have nowhere to escape, but...
No, it's seriously, it's on all the time. This is in the Radio Times. Look, that is genuinely... Honestly, it's on all the time.
It's like a prison. I'm so sorry. I've sentenced you to a life of Big Bang Theory.
How come you've never done a sitcom?
I think I'd be rather good.
Don't you think it'd be good in a sitcom?
I'd quite like you.
Him and Pauline Quirk and all that in like a... You know, I can see you doing that.
I know. I like those old ones from the 70s. You know, My Wife Next Door, things like that. I
Oh,
think I'd have been marvellous.
Would you ever do a sitcom with me?
No.
I haven't even finished the sentence.
No, you don't need to. No, go on.
No, because they always have one who's dead posh and then one who's like common as muck, don't they? And they're like...
It's funny already.
Yeah, we don't even need a script. We
Not
could
really.
just ad-lib.
Yeah.
Now, listen, you're working together at the moment in your new film, Florence Foster Jenkins, that you're starring with Meryl Streep. Now, with Meryl, no other actor has ever been nominated for more Oscars. Why do you reckon she's so bloody good? Why is she so much better than anyone else?
That's true, right? Yes, she's kind of scary.
It's terrifying, yeah.
We were scared. I thought he would be super cool, but you're
Au
not...
contraire. I was stuffed with calms. Do you know calms with
Oh,
a K?
yeah, those ones
Delicious.
just- yeah.
He was...
And Rescue Remedy. On my tongue, in my ears, up my nose,
You're
up my
so
bum.
nut up your bum.
Pretty much, yeah.
You're calm up your bum. Oh, my God.
Do you know what I think? Meryl might have been a bit nervous, too.
Yes.
Not of us, obviously, but I think she gets... It's touching. There she is with 18 Academy Award nominations. And I think on big days, she was a bit nervous. Sometimes I had to hold her hand in the scene, and it was cold, like a nervous person.
Yeah.
It's not possible, is it? Do you get nervous before you do your Big Bang?
Excuse me, it's Alan Carr chatting.
Yeah, yeah.
Not Hugh Grant. Oh, here, look.
Not so chatty now.
Yeah. I'll get back to the kitchen, my lord. Now, do you want to explain who Florence Foster Jenkins is for anyone who hasn't heard of her before? Because I watched it, and you know when it says based on true events, you're like, yeah, whatevs. But then at the end, you're like, oh, my God, it's an amazing true story.
Well, I'm almost too drunk to speak now, but...
Oh, I like it. Come on, you naughty you. I'll have you signing up for that sitcom before you know it.
Florence Foster Jenkins, well, she was this, she was this millionairess in New York in the 1940s. She ran all these classical music societies, and she started to believe that she herself was a wonderful classical singer. And she wasn't just bad, she was so hysterically, appallingly bad that she became a sensation. And people from all over America used to come to her concerts and laugh at her. And she was so deluded that she didn't really realise that they were laughing at her, and she still thought she was marvellous, and she never really realised.
Now, Simon, in the film, you play Florence's pianist, Cosme McMoon. Were they really your hands on the piano?
Yes, I did play. Those are my hands, and they're connected all the way to my brain, and everything works together most of the time. Yeah.
Because you hear rumours, because someone told me, you know Elton John? That's not actually his fingers, that's 2 packs of Richmond sausages. Honestly, being operated. Sitting there like this, doing a Sudoku. That's what I had. And you had to play the piano in the film Music and Lyrics with Drew Barrymore. Was that really you playing that?
Yes, it was.
No, was it?
In many ways, it was more clever of me to play the piano in that film than it was of Simon to play in this one, because I had to learn the piano from scratch for that film.
You never
Whereas
did.
he is a concert pianist from the age of 6 or
Very kind. But
Really? From
Yeah.
6?
No, he's being kind. From 10. You learned from scratch. That's crazy. Like, not at all. Nothing ever.
No, they had to put my fingers in the right places and then just learn it over and over again. So
You had
I'm wrapping my
a
knuckles.
hand handler that just put them...
Yeah.
That's when you know you've made it, when someone actually moves your fingers. The film was shot up in Liverpool. Is it true there was a bounty on offer for anyone who could take a selfie with you two?
Not me. I think Hugh and Meryl. Well, there it is. What's...
That's it. Oh, Liverpool restaurant offers free meal for first time. With Meryl Streep and Hugh Grant, you're right, not you.
No. I wasn't even dessert.
I wasn't aware of this.
Didn't you know about this?
No, I didn't know, but occasionally people do. And I'm always lovely.
Because I can't imagine you being lovely.
No,
I think if someone's like, hey, Hugh, can take a photo. Hugh, woman, look here, look. Do you fancy meal in a restaurant? I imagine you'd be quite angry.
Au contraire.
Au contraire. Really?
Yeah, no.
Are you quite nice?
I'm a lovely, lovely man. And very, very welcoming and nice.
How did you make of the accent? Because he's very Flemmy, isn't it?
Yeah, I can. Because the Beatles are all very calm and they don't like.
Oh, yeah.
That's all, yes. But the cab driver was like, you know, the girls here have big boobs. You like the boobs over here? Because in London they're gonna have the boobs.
What?
That's Baghdad.
I said, are you?
Have you ever played a Scouser in a film?
I'm remarkably versatile as an actor. And in my repertoire, yes, of course I've been a Scouser.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I'm producing the Derek Acora story. Have you heard of him?
I have.
And I'm looking for a lead.
I am your man.
Yes. Yeah. Have you heard of Derek Acora? No. He's like a psychic and he has a helper called Sam. Oh. And he contacts the dead and he goes all over and he whoever he finds on the other side has got a Scouse accent. And there was an Egypt special and he went to speak to the ghost of Tutankhamun. And Tutankhamun was like, yes, I've been dead for thousands of years. With Nefertiti. I'll send you the script, yes, Hugh?
Well, that's 2 scripts now, but yeah, send them, yeah, fine.
Good luck with the film. Like I said, it's genuinely brilliant. When's it out?
Here in May the 6th, I think, or something like that.
May 6th.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. Give it up for Hugh Grant and Simon Helberg, everybody!
Hello and welcome to Friday Night with me, Jonathan Ross.
Welcome to Alan Carr, China! Piers Morgan and Susanna Reid will be here in just a bit. So give it up for the Hollywood hotshots who put the super into superheroes and the Marvel into marvellous. From the blockbusting Captain America Civil War, it's Paul Bettany, Anthony Mackie and Elizabeth Olson! Listen, you've all come straight from the Captain America premiere. You must be gagging for a drink. What are you having?
So
what do you fancy? I'm having the one. I'm not operating any machinery. Thank you, my love. So tell me, how did the premiere go? Was it good?
It was huge.
Yeah,
and
it
was huge, and the people have been out there. I was looking at Twitter. They've been out there since like 4
Saturday.
a.m.
5
Oh,
a.m.
since
Some
Saturday.
people are camping out since Saturday.
People have come from China, and you think, why are you doing that? Because there was a premiere in China.
I mean, I was talking about this with Hugh Grant, yeah, the selfie stick. How you like when, like, can I have a photo, can I have a photo, and all that.
That would be helpful, actually, because a lot of people are, like, shoving people aside from the back row, trying to get their hand in there, so I feel like people could use a lot more of those.
Yeah.
I'm sure also that would cause a lot of head injuries.
At least you get a photo. Well, that's quite a nice photo. Should we do one together? Look at that. I love it. I saw a photo of you. Sorry. Once I've had 1 pint of red, I start hitting things. Now, listen. I saw a photo of you getting off with someone in Asia at one of the premieres.
That sounds naughty.
No. Look at that, you.
Well, it was, I mean, that's not getting off, homie. Come on. I mean, first of all, look at her face.
Wait, this is
Look
a
at her
really
face.
difficult interface between American and English culture. Getting off means something very different in America than it does here.
Oh, okay, because I'm like, nah, I take a lot more work. We can do it in that crowd, but we're going to be there for a minute, you know what I'm saying? So everybody get comfortable.
Now, you didn't do that over here at the premiere, did you?
Well, it's different here. No, I kissed a girl or two.
You didn't?
I did.
Oh, my God.
did.
You know what's over here at the minute? Super gonorrhea.
Is that the technical term? The super?
Yeah. And I thought, your superheroes, super gonorrhea.
Well, it worked great for me.
What makes it super?
Well,
Let me show you. You should have.
yeah, well, let's talk about the film. It's so epic, honestly. What is it about? Because you've got into trouble, haven't you? Because everywhere you
The
go,
UN
you've
has
trashed
said,
it.
listen,
Enough.
there needs to be, it's enough. We need some sort of regulatory body to govern, you know, this unilateral intervention from these superheroes into, you know, countries. And that splits the team, because Captain America says, no, 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 we want our autonomy and our freedom to go where we want. And Robert Downey Jr. is saying, no, we need to be governed. We're dangerous.
And then everything else happens.
Don't spoil it. Don't. Yeah.
And then there's mayhem. There's people fighting each other that shouldn't be fighting each other because they love each other.
They do.
And it's actually really, I think it's the most rich and complex of all these movies.
I agree.
With these films, you're away from home a lot. How do you keep yourself entertained? What do you do?
Oh, you know, you go out to dinner with these people because you're in Atlanta and you don't know anybody else in Atlanta, and then, you know, maybe everybody comes round and then everybody starts playing strip poker and that kind of thing. You know, it's the normal stuff, right?
You guys do that here a lot.
Strip poker?
Like strip anything.
Has that happened to you? How long have you been in the city?
But you know what? You've got a point. We are like that.
You do.
So we just open a bottle of red or a bottle of white, and then we say, hey, let's play strip Trivial Pursuit.
Yeah.
Like 2 hours later, oh my God, I've got no clothes on.
That's never happened to me.
It's like strip Jenga, like whatever you can do.
I've never played any kind of taking off my clothes
Come
game.
on.
Nope, I'm serious.
Come on.
And no, I still am serious.
What did you say about strip Jenga?
Yeah.
I love Jenga.
See?
Next time you're on, should we have a game of strip
Jenga?
Who doesn't love anything better than stripping on television?
Oh my God.
A lot of Twitter hits. Lot of Twitter hits.
And what's this about you being the iPod police? You keep going around seeing what people are listening to the music and changing it.
My thing is, you know, Earth, Wind, and Fire.
You tried to convince me that Earth, Wind, and Fire invented
the crescendo.
That was insane.
They invented the crescendo.
No,
Wait.
Yeah, see?
I can't do that.
Come
Can you
on,
teach
baby.
me?
Get there, yeah.
Well,
That
it
was
looks
a
like my
crazy
neck's made of Haribo.
This is how you pass times
was
on
a
a movie
really
set.
real argument
you bring
they
up
had.
stuff to up people like Paul, so they'll argue with you for hours for the rest of it. This was literally a year ago,
I'm
and
done.
he got so mad
I'm done.
he had to walk away.
I'm done. Okay.
See? He can't get over it.
Who is the greatest band? Earth, Wind, and Fire, great band, by the way,
Of all time.
or the Beatles? Just...
Thank you, drunk lady. The drunk lady knows. Everybody in here has made love to Earth, Wind, and Fire. See? All the dames have made love to Earth, Wind, and Fire.
You know Earth, Wind and Fire? I love them so much, but only because, you know, when I do karaoke, that fantasy is right in my range. I would love to sing Earth, Wind and Fire badly all night, but I can't. Good luck with the film. Is it out now?
No.
Friday.
It comes out on the 6th.
Friday.
6th of May.
No, it doesn't.
When does it
we're
come out?
at
Okay.
It's going to be the 29th.
The 29th.
The 29th.
29th. That's why I'm not here by myself.
Give it up for Elizabeth Olson, Anthony Mackie and Paul Bettany, everyone. Thank you. Let's don't give a warm, chatty man good evening to Good Morning Britain's Piers Morgan and Susanna Reid.
Every morning when we came
They
into
are
the
the
studio.
nicest audience. You were laughing.
listen, it's almost 6 months since you two started hosting...
It feels like longer than
It feels like 6 years.
The ratings are up.
Yes.
The show's making loads of headlines. How chuffed are you with the way it's going? You must be over the moon.
Yeah, it's fantastic. You mostly make the headlines, don't you?
Yeah, I'm glad I saved the show. It's been... you know, it needed a bit of that Morgan magic. I've actually really enjoyed it. It's always interesting when you get put next to somebody that you barely know. We really hardly knew each other. And I think Susanna... She's very professional. That's what I love about Susanna. Incredibly professional.
Do you know what? I love coming on shows like this because it's the only time I ever hear Piers being nice about me.
Yeah.
Normally, I just get battered.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we sit down in public in front of a lovely audience with a talented interviewer, and all of a sudden I'm the, you know...
She hasn't got a lazy eye. She's talking to me. But when they stick people together, because I've done partnerships and stuff, they look at you like two pandas in a cage, don't they? Mate, are they going to mate?
Yeah,
That's
it's
what
like an
they do.
arranged marriage.
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
And to be fair, it took about 3 days, didn't it?
In your dreams.
I don't want it that time in the morning.
He's not anything resembling my perfect man.
See, I want to get to the bottom of the relationship yet. Shall we just do like a Mr. and Mrs?
Oh, yes.
And just, you know, wear the headphones and
OK,
yeah.
Shall I put the headphones on first?
No, you put them on first.
Who are you talking to, me?
Yes.
My name's Piers.
He's rude, isn't he? It's all funny, and then all of a sudden...
Stories. I wasn't meant to get
OK.
They suit you, those.
Now, can you hear me, Piers? Can you hear me?
No, you can't hear.
OK, right. You've worked with Piers for 6 months now. He must have some redeeming features. Is there anything nice about him that you could possibly share with us and the Chatty Man audience? Come on.
Makes a fantastic cup of tea.
OK,
really.
there you go.
Superb cup of tea. But...
Yeah.
He's a very loyal and generous friend.
Really, is that... Oh, that's sweet. That's nice, isn't
Do
it?
you know what? He really, honestly, you do hear a lot of things about Piers Morgan.
Yeah.
And people are very open about what they think about Piers
God,
Morgan.
yeah.
But he does make a nice cup of tea.
Oh, OK. Well, I'm going to get Piers to take his headphones off now, so when I give the signal, everyone laugh like we've all been taking the out of it, OK? Just go. Piers, take them off now. Good one. I mean, who knew? Who knew? My God, whatever next.
You won't ever tell him, will you?
No,
You'll
my
never
God, I
tell
can't
him.
believe
No,
it.
say
That's
no,
really...
no,
I'm amazed. I'm amazed.
I'll put these on.
Yeah, right, now we're going to...
Oh, then I won't be able to see to put the... I'll put these on first. Okay. There we go, cool.
OK, lovely.
And these.
Right, and those, love. OK, be honest with me.
Yes.
I saw those photos last week in the paper. Were you looking down her top?
Yes.
Don't tell me that. So you were looking, you dirty...
The camera caught me at a difficult moment.
Yeah.
I know, this is perfect. I'll tell you what I was actually doing. I was actually looking at her notes. Because she makes lots of little notes, and what I like to do, she writes down little lines she's thought about to ask somebody. I like to look over, nick it, and then ask it. It drives her absolutely... She said, that was my question.
Oh, you cheeky...
Yeah.
Now, you've been working with Susanna for 6 months now. What are her bad points?
She's a massive perfectionist, so that can be good, but it can be very annoying.
Yeah.
Everything has to be absolutely perfect. And if I'm in the middle of a really good tear-up with somebody, like we had a trophy hunter on the other day, and I was literally ripping him a new one and loving it. And I thought the audience at home will be yelping with joy.
Yeah.
And then I feel this hand come over. It's like the old... Remember Nero in the Colosseum would go like this?
Yeah.
Or like this. This hand comes over and goes... And I obviously get quite excited when that happens. What it means is that the Empress has decided that is the end of proceedings. And I have to stop.
Oh, so she can be a bit of a spoil.
Yeah, a bit bossy boots.
Bossy boots.
Yeah.
OK, Susanna. Where do you touch a woman? Like, you've got the... No. Susanna.
Did you say nice things about me?
I did, yes.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, well, it was real. Do you know what? She said something lovely about you. Really? She said that you were a loyal friend. He also said you were a bossy boots. And he wasn't looking down your top, he was looking at your notes, he said.
Yeah, they're written on my bra, apparently.
Well, listen, I've got to say, you have been a breath of fresh air at breakfast. Everyone's so normally nicey, aren't they? You know, they are. But, you know, Piers, he does tell it like it is. And it's refreshing in the morning. We like that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm usually like this. Tell me when it's over. Sometimes it gets really awkward.
Yeah.
I've had to tell him to take some of his discussions on air outside the studio.
Well, I call it, it's like Robin Hood TV, I call it, when you want to be, you know, nice to people that deserve it.
Yeah.
But if there's a sheriff of Nottingham sitting there boasting about having some lion's head on his office wall, I see it as our duty to take them down with our trusty swords.
Yeah, good.
And I think it's,
Good for you. Because that's one thing I was going to say to you, you know, like, this year, well, I think the last few years, you know, with the economy and then ISIS, and then it seems every week there's, like, these legends dying. Does it feel quite bad recently? It seems to me...
Here's the thing.
Every time you buy the newspaper, it seems like it's getting worse.
No, here's what's changed. Social media has changed everything. Yeah. Social media has amplified, I think, bad stories to massively higher levels than they used to be. Actually, we're living historically in an incredibly peaceful period. It may not seem like it, because it seems like if you're on Twitter or Facebook, every moment something's happening. Yeah. Actually, historically, less people are being killed right now than have been killed for thousands of years.
Does it affect you when you get up in the morning and these, you know, like Prince has died or Bowie or Victoria Ward, and then you've got ISIS blowing things up?
There are times, I think, you know, we're, as I say, we're journalists, trained journalists. This is what we deal in all the time. There are definitely moments when you'll be interviewing somebody who has been personally affected by a tragedy. Yeah. And there are times when you're on air and I have lost it, you know, as in welled up and found myself emotionally connecting with that person in a way I just wasn't expecting.
Yeah. I had a moment in America. This really was the one time I lost it on air, was after Sandy Hook, the mass shooting.
God, yeah.
Because it was so like what happened in Scotland, with Dunblane. But, you know, after that, we banned all guns in this country. And we haven't had a school shooting since 1996, thank God. In America, I could tell immediately that 20 children being annihilated in a classroom wasn't going to make any difference. Nobody was going to bring any new gun law in. And I found that a really shocking moment, actually. They've had 160 school shootings since Sandy Hook. If 20 children get killed and you can't change the law to stop it happening again, what will it take?
Oh, it's crazy, it's crazy. The other month, you had the first proper interview with Donald Trump. Now, how worried should we be about him becoming a president? Because you know what?
Okay, the thing isn't, the worry isn't Donald Trump becoming president. Yeah. The worry is Donald Trump becomes president and Piers Morgan becomes his White House chief of staff.
Oh, my God.
That's the real danger.
Well, it's a strange thing. I competed in the first series of Celebrity Apprentice in America. Trump was the host.
Yes,
and I won it. Now, by doing that, by being in it for 6 weeks as I was, you see him at close quarters for 3 hours a night doing the boardroom scenes, and he was incredibly impressive. He wasn't the guy you're seeing now on the political arena.
Because he's made out as a buffoon, which is worrying in itself, because everyone's like... He's a bit like... You remember those joke acts on X Factor, and you keep voting them to get through to the final, then you go, they're going to win. He's a bit like that.
Like Jedward or Wagner.
Yeah, but he's like Wagner with worse hair. Is that possible?
I can tell you he is more intelligent than Wagner or Jedward. He's a very smart guy, Trump.
Yeah.
And in a straight fight between him and Hillary Clinton, I think it's going to be a lot closer than people think.
You've seen his hair up close.
I touched it.
You touched it?
I touched his hair.
My God, what is it like?
Is it real?
Is it real? Oh, it's real. It's real. It's smooth. It's very sort of luscious.
What does he do? Does he get it from the back?
He does what he calls a reverse comb-over.
He calls it that?
It's not a Bobby Charlton. It's a reverse comb-over where he sort of sweeps back like a mane, like a lion's mane.
Oh, right, lovely.
But he's very proud of it. He doesn't get why we all laugh at it. But I said, Donald, I have to actually touch it to test that it's real. And I gave it a little tug I mean, his hair. I
Yeah.
mean, and it is real hair.
Oh, my God.
It's this glorious flowing mane.
I didn't he? Did you? I just thought it looked like he took a picture of a dead chinchilla into the hairdressers and said, "Can you make it look like that?" You're talking about your first 6 months together on the Good Morning Britain sofa. How do you find it hosting a live 2.5-hour show every day? Because I've done a bit of live TV.
Love it.
And it is terrifying.
No, I love it. I much prefer live television. You never know what's going to happen, and then you just kind of roll with the punches, especially when you're sitting alongside Piers. Yes.
Things do go wrong, but I always quite like those moments when it's all slightly chaotic.
Yeah, but you've had your fair share of things going wrong. Wasn't there a fire in the building? You had an ant infestation?
People are trying everything to get rid of me.
Yeah. But why is there so many bloopers and things going wrong with you two? At least with Holly and Phil, they're Who handles it the best, though? Who handles it the best?
Well, she just gets annoyed, whereas I laugh.
That's not true.
You do get annoyed. You don't like it.
Okay.
She doesn't like it.
I do like it.
You don't like it. You hate it.
I
God.
love it.
Oh, come on, you two, stop it. Well, do you know what? I've got a challenge for you both, yeah? I want to put you both to the test to see who is the ultimate breakfast show anchor man or woman to host a live breakfast show. You've got to be totally unflappable.
OK.
Even when everything's going tits up. Piers, you're up first. Put your earpiece in and you're going to read a link off the auto cue down camera 5, which is there.
OK.
While you're doing that, me and Susanna are going to be in the gallery talking in your ear and doing everything we can to put you off, OK? We're going to see how flappable you are or unflappable, OK?
I'm ready.
But you must stick to the script, OK?
OK.
Please. Right, come on, Susanna. We're going to enjoy this.
Come on.
Take your seat. Hello, Piers. Can you hear us?
I can hear you.
OK, your script should be there on the auto cue and you're going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, action.
I'm Piers Morgan and welcome to Good Morning Britain. Coming up on today's show, we've got full coverage of Barack Obama's...
Piers, we've had complaints. There's an awful camel toe. Can you just open your legs a little bit, please? Carry on, it's live.
Also on today's show, we'll be looking at the future of the royal family. Now that the Queen's 90, we'll also be
Piers,
chatting
I'm
to
afraid
Tim
there's been a
Peake.
chip pan fire. There's a little bit of smoke, but just carry on. We are getting it under control, darling.
Now, for
Don't
those
worry.
of you who weren't aware,
worry.
this
Carry
week
on,
is the
carry on.
National
You're doing
Cold
ever so
Sore
well.
Week. And here to talk about the debilitating infection that affects more than 400 million people worldwide is the celebrity case of cold sores. As you can tell, it is smoking hot in here today. I'm going to move on to the sport. It's been a very smoky weekend for Leicester City.
Oh, Piers,
who
some
concealed the
goats have
premiership.
got loose and are coming into that. I'm ever so sorry.
It is, of course, perfectly normal. I should be broadcasting...
I've just been told they're sheep. Sorry. Carry on, Piers, please, carry on.
Well, we seem to have been joined by some viewers.
They've escaped from Country File.
Yeah. There's a bloody goat in here! Wait, easy. Keep calm, carry on. It is, of course, perfectly normal for people watching at home that I should be speaking to you now in the middle of this...
That was amazing.
Hello, I'm Susanna Reid, and welcome to Good Morning Britain. Coming up...
Susanna, I'm afraid... Carry on, carry on. You're sweating under your arms. You're a bit sweaty and...
And your lipstick smudged.
That's,
you need the makeup
Thank you very
artist.
much indeed. Just
Carry on, please, carry on, Susanna. This is a live programme, please.
You've actually
Sorry.
stopped reporting, Susanna. This is a bit uncomfortable for anyone watching this.
I do apologise for the sweat patches.
You are sweating
Coming
very
up on
profusely.
today's show, we've got live coverage of how the doctor's strike is
It's
affecting
uncomfortable.
hospitals in
You
your
look very
area.
hot and very
And I'll be
sweaty.
chatting to Jeremy Hunt about his plans for NHS reforms.
Darling Susanna, the auto cue's
Richard
gone on the wrong
Arnold will be
speed. I'm
here
so sorry,
with
darling.
all your big showbiz news. Andy Peters is going to be in Wales, where he'll be playing Cash on Your Cornflakes with the residents of Llanfair, Pwfgwyn, Gecko, Gerri, and Silio Go Go Go. It's time for the weather in your area, and here in London, the weather's taken a wintry turn, and
Oh,
we've
it
had
has. I'm
Arctic
afraid there's
winds
some
here
gales coming in.
this
I'm so
morning.
sorry, Susanna.
I need a bit of... Yeah, thanks. I need to cool down a little bit because I'm sweating so profusely. We've even had some
Susanna, you're
snow
losing
just
control here. Can you
outside the
please try and
studio.
focus on the auto
Now
cue,
it's time for
please?
some business news now. We should be able to go live to our business correspondent, who news at headquarters.
Spit it out, hurry up. I'm afraid there's someone in the building. I'm so sorry. We're trying to arrest them at the minute, but just please carry on.
Is it Piers Morgan?
No, it's not Piers Morgan. There's someone else. Carry on, please.
Susanna, please focus on the autocue. You're reading the news.
Come and join me, sir. So, what do you normally do?
She did so well. Please. Oh, thank you for coming on this show. It's been so much fun. Good luck with the show. When's it on tomorrow?
6 a.m. we will be live on air, so tune in.
Oh, well, I'll be watching. But that's it for tonight's show. Massive thank you to Hugh Grant and Simon Helberg, Elizabeth Olson, Anthony Mackie and Paul Bettany, and, of course, Piers Morgan and Susanna Reid.
And welcome to Friday Night with me, Jonathan Ross.
Welcome to Alan Carr, Chatty Man!
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, I've just been... Oh. Don't patronise me, Alicia.